everyone. Thank you for coming out to listen to me tonight. My name is Nadia and I'm going to talk to you about why it's important to vote. Imagine waking up the morning after election and you realize that your elected official is your crazy neighbor Joe. Joe that you laugh at, neglecting to vote because you thought your vote wouldn't count. Everyone, including yourself, did not vote and he won. Just think about it. This is what's at stake when you neglect to vote. 2 to 4 years of the same leaders, same policies, same values, same beliefs. Who do you want to lead you? Think about it, do the research, and make it happen. Go cast your vote. Why you should vote. Here are just some of the reasons why it's important to vote. You can be in charge. How many times have you wished you didn't have anyone to tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it? Voting gives you the power to make important choices. You get to decide what you like and what you like and how you like it, and let your voice be heard. You should be the one to shape your future. For the younger people here, most of the older people in the world, they don't understand your perspective. They're confused by the high-tech area, your fashion, your interest. If you fail to vote, you're yielding the ultimate power to older adults to make the decisions about leaders and laws that will shape and lead society for decades. And you can be sure it won't be what you want and what you expect. Voting is an important right. Think about all the countries out there who do not have this democratic political institution in place. Citizens are denied the right to vote and have their voices heard. And they don't have, and they don't even have the option to shape their government. We are immensely lucky in this country that we were founded on democratic values. And it's an insult to our founding fathers when you neglect your right to vote. If you don't vote, you lose your right to complain. If you don't vote, you could end up with Crazy Joe as elected president, or worse, illegitimate rape Aiken for a senator, sorry. If you choose not to vote, you automatically waive your right to complain. Voting demonstrates your good faith attempt to get the political outcome you desire and gives you every right to complain if things don't go your way. Don't be a voting slacker. Democracy doesn't work without citizen participation, yet many of us don't exercise their right to an important elections. Let's revitalize American democracy and get out and vote. Especially, let's vote out the bench warmers. You should just do it. Don't waive your right to vote. Register, follow the news, and when election day comes around, cast your ballot. Especially young people, take advantage of this right. Show some interest. This is your future. And for our older folks, remember, your vote is not just for you. It's for your children, your grandchildren, and their children. This is what happens next. Think about your leaders, your presidents, senators, House representatives, and state legislators, and the policies that are in place. Are you happy with them? Are your beliefs, your values, and your morals being represented? Did you exercise your right to vote? Did you vote for these people? Every vote counts. Here are some important events in history that were decided by just a few votes. Richard Nixon, not John F. Kennedy, would have become president of the United States in 1960 if one person from each voting station had voted differently, if one U.S. senator had voted differently. U.S. President Andrew Johnson would have been removed from office in 1867, and Texas might not have been part of the United States in 1845 if US senators had voted differently. Every voice matters. It doesn't matter your party, Republican, Democrat, Independent, we have a duty to vote, a duty to elect the candidate, the best candidate of value and principles, the candidate with the agenda to benefit the entire state and the entire country. Remember, if you are a woman, until 1920, you are not allowed to vote. And people of color were not allowed to cast a vote until 1965. This right was fought for, and now we have it. Let's use it. As Oprah Winfrey said, anyone in here who has an ancestor who didn't vote, who didn't have the right to vote, and you are choosing not to vote, you are dishonoring your family. You are disrespecting and disregarding their legacy, their suffering, and their dreams when you choose not to vote. Please, next election day, go out and vote. Let your voice be heard. Let's go rock this voting thing.